This season of Moments with Nderru podcast is powered by workspaceglobal.com, branding made easy. Hey, welcome to season 7 of Moments with Nderru podcast, a space where you will be inspired, encouraged, and uplifted. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. And for those who have been here from day one, I appreciate each and every one of you. A favor to ask you: like, share, subscribe, and leave a review. I would truly appreciate that. So today is a solo episode where I just wanted to share my thoughts with you. Recently on LinkedIn, I started a series titled Ideas into Reality. Many times we have ideas, and when they cross our minds, we put them aside and shelve them. And it's unfortunate that sometimes we don't get to realize these ideas or bring them to life. And one of the reasons why we don't actualize our ideas is because of fear. And fear can come in different shapes and forms. And unfortunately, fear is something that we face on a daily basis, but it shouldn't be something that stops us from pursuing our ideas and pursuing what we believe to be true to ourselves. And one of the fears that stands out for me is fear of the unknown, especially now we are halfway through 2024 and you don't know if you decide to execute an idea 6 months later or 6 months into 2024, if it is something that will come to life. But here's the thing: an idea is a seed, and you do not know the potential that lies within that idea. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, have you written down this idea? Ideas sometimes can come across our minds like a random thought, yet it's something that we need to pay attention to and write down. So the first thing is, have you written down your idea? Fine. For that individual who has written down your idea, the fear could be now the fear of the unknown. And thoughts are just going through your mind like, will it work? Will it be successful? Will people, appreciate what I'm presenting to them? Or I just don't know how to bring this to life. And those are valid questions to ask yourself, but they shouldn't be stumbling blocks where, because of that thought, you stop at that moment and decide to shelve the idea. Life is full of unknowns, and we can never know something until we try. And that's the beauty about ideas, the potential that lies within it. And will you try? Will you take that step forward into the unknown and realize, whatever happens, happens. If I fail, it's okay. Let me use this moment of failure as a lesson and just push forward, because seeds hold so much potential, as I've earlier mentioned. And, some may grow to be mango trees, some may grow to be orange trees, some may grow to be oaks, others almond trees, but you will never know what your seed will become if you shelve that idea. And I read somewhere where it's only God who knows how many trees are within a seed. We assume that when you plant a seed, yes, I'm just going to get one tree, but a tree bears fruit. That fruit has seeds within it. So the potential is limitless. But the question is, will you let fear hold you back? Fear of the unknown. 6 months into 2024, it can be daunting with so much going on in the world. But as you step forward, if there are people around you that you trust, seek wisdom from them and counsel. And just ask them if they can share some insights into this idea that you want to execute. And take the time to research as well and figure out how can I pursue this idea. Because it would be unfortunate to hold back and tell yourself, I'm not going to pursue this idea because of the unknown. Now that you've written the idea and you've researched, you've talked to one or two people that you trust. Now, the question comes to mind is, do you believe in yourself? At times, we want to blame others. We want to blame the world. We want to blame the circumstances that we're going through. But ultimately, the idea can only come to life once you believe in yourself. As scary as it is, just trust yourself. Don't wait for someone to validate you so that you can execute the idea. Or don't wait for someone to validate your idea for you to execute it. Yes, they've given you counsel. Yes, they've shared their insights. But sometimes the ideas that we are given, only few people will understand. Sincerely, only few people. And you may be banking on someone in particular to validate that idea, but they just tell you, you know what? I don't think this is something that you should execute. But all in all, it is you who got that idea. It is you who is the vessel to carry that idea to its fruition. Nobody else but you. It will be daunting. It will be scary. And you will find yourself lonely at times trying to figure out how you're going to execute it, or you've executed it and it's just not turning out the way you had hoped. I hope that you would find people along the journey who would encourage you along the way. And if it's just me, I'm here to just encourage you to keep pushing forward. You know, I get questions, Muthoni, how do I start X? Do you have ideas on how to do Y? But today I just want to urge you to write it down and believe in yourself that you can actualize this idea. So for example, let's say it's a podcast that you want to start. What's the name of the podcast? What's the theme? And who are you speaking to? Just as simple as that. Don't overthink it. Don't complicate it. But ensure that you see it come to life. Of course, most people will be like, I don't have the resources to record a podcast. But it's as simple as downloading a recording app on your phone and just pressing record. Of course, it won't sound perfect. It won't sound professionally done, but it's been executed. And once you start, you'll get the momentum to keep on going. So with that said, just embrace fear. Fear will always be on this journey, but make sure that you write down that idea and that you execute it. So until the next episode, continue being brave.